All right, folks, we are printing a massive green candle as we record this episode here on a Wednesday, December 20th, 2023 update. On top of that, we have stellar smart contracts on the way. And then we also have been given the green light, or I should say Ripple has. I guess I'm not part of Ripple, even though many people accuse me of that. Ripple has been given the green light by Ireland, another central bank authority that is checking the box and saying, yes, you are good to go and operate within our jurisdiction. And we're going to talk about how that is the passport for the entire European Union for Ripple. Let's get right on into it, folks. As you can see on the charts, massive green candle being printed. This is your Bitcoin back above 44,000 here this morning. Okay, now just yesterday, right? This was actually on Monday, I guess. That was Sunday night into Monday morning. This is when we got that big back test back down to 40,500. Now, it quickly did bounce up 3,000. That was on Monday as we got started, back up to 43,500. Chopped sideways yesterday, and we wake up this morning and we send it. Now, last night's live show, maybe you were there. If you missed it, I would highly recommend you go back and watch it. I summarized and gave my response to John Deaton and Steven Narioff exposing it all. But I also shared this tweet last night. There are a confluence of reasons why that I won't get into now, but it appears the next major Bitcoin uptrend, which will carry us into the year end, should start at some point tonight or tomorrow. Fasten your seatbelts, please. Time for takeoff. We also shared how Mike Novogratz is of the belief that we will get a spot Bitcoin ETF before January 10th. We had another meeting with BlackRock and the SEC yesterday. And you've already seen these ETF filers have already made a few amendments now. They're going to the cash route. I'll explain that in a different video. But clearly something's in the work. And, Jason Williams, he's a Bitcoin maxi for what it's worth. But clearly, I mean, he was right about something breaking out. And sure enough, and we talked about this right on this pullback that we got over the weekend, about how this was a healthy consolidation. We needed to build some support before we can make our next push. Now we're making this next push, and let's have ourselves a good time here. 2,200 for your Ethereum, up to 2,250. And our XRP printing a candle up to 62.5 cents. It's going to be interesting to see where this carries from here. We were back below 12 cents for Stellar briefly, all the way back up here above 12 cents as we're watching this one. And I'm about to talk about the Stellar smart contracts coming. Now, you see silver did a run up yesterday. That's continuing here. And we did another one for gold as well, chopping sideways above 2,030 per ounce. And our stock market has opened up, Dow moving sideways, S&P 500 climbing. So the stocks and the crypto are pumping, mostly crypto. Stocks kind of just chilling out there. But, it looks like this might be the final push to finish off this year. And as I've been saying, watch out for this run-up taking place right now, leading us into the new year. And even if we do get a Bitcoin spot ETF approved, you don't get trading for 60 to 75 days after that. So it can be a buy the rumor, sell the news event, and I believe it will be. So I'm just putting that out on the record. Although I enjoy this pump, although this is a great time, we got to be careful here. We got to understand what's at play. With that being said, we're going to be playing around with Stellar smart contracts here before long. With the technical pieces now in place, the Stellar network validators have agreed to a January 30th vote on the mainnet upgrade to Protocol 20, which should give the ecosystem time to prepare by installing the relevant software. And they're helping their developers prepare for this one. Protocol 20 releases are available today. Today, we announced the release of a full suite of software that supports Protocol 20, which will bring Sorabon smart contracts to Stellar. I don't know where Sorabon comes from. I don't know the meaning behind that. There's probably a decode to be had there with sneaky little Jed McCaleb and his Stellar secrets. Sorabon smart contracts is what they're calling them. Additionally, the Stellar Network validators decided on a date for the vote. Yeah, that's going to be happening January 30th. Phased rollout, okay? If and when the vote goes through, they're trying to act like it's decentralized. Yeah, sure. If and when the vote goes through, it will be followed immediately by Phase 0, which zeroes in on stability and rigorous testing. In phase 1, builders can dive in, deploying contracts on mainnet for meticulous testing and monitoring. And the moment we're all waiting for phase 2, user-ready mainnet signals the start of smart contracts on Stellar. Expect enriched functionalities matching DeFi transactions of other blockchains. Kudos to the Stellar ecosystem for putting stability and performance first. The Stellar network is marked by transparency, collaboration, and meticulous preparation. Yes, so we will get to witness smart contracts coming to Stellar before they come to the XRP ledger. If you recall, there was a little bit of debate, a little, proposal of hooks. Never actually got pushed even to the amendment process to get voted on. The folks that were behind hooks, they decided to just break off, fork the XRP ledger, and they did the Zahao ledger. The smart contract sidechain was going to be XRP plus. Now it's the ZA token. And this is a different route on what Stellar's choosing, which is to bring smart contracts to mainnet. Now, make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can catch up, because I'm going to be doing a Stellar deep dive coming up probably later this week. So you're not going to want to miss that. Okay, we're going to break down Stellar, what's been happening in their ecosystem, and what I expect for XLM this bull run coming up. XLM at 12 cents right now. We have a long ways to catch up for XLM and XRP, respectively. Now, I wanted to clarify, this one came from Crypto Alert this morning, and this is what I try to do, is I always try to bring you guys the truth. If there's crazy headlines, if there's FUD, I try to cut through it, provide clarity, provide answers. I'm not here to just hype XRP, hype XLM, hype my bags up every single day. I want you guys to have the truth, and we got to be careful because these websites, they get kind of silly with some of the titles and some of the things that they try to throw out here. The Crypto Alert is one of those websites that kind of just throws up crap every once in a while. They say the Global Central Bank of Japan initiates deployment of XRP for global payment solutions. What is it? What is a Global Central Bank of Japan? There is none. Okay. You have Bank of Japan, which is the central bank, and then you have SBI Remit, which is not the Global Central Bank of Japan. So I don't know where they found this. This is by Lily McConney. We got to, fact check this real quick for you. It's not how this works. Okay. You got Bank of Japan and you have SBI, which SBI is absolutely massive. We talked about them many times. And in this deal, you have a special deal taking place, right? This is with SBI Remit. And according to the official announcement, the XRP-based remittance service is scheduled to commence this month, with its initial focus directed towards bank accounts in the Philippines, Vietnam, and Indonesia. This careful selection of target markets aligns seamlessly with SBI Remit's enduring commitment to harnessing the capabilities of XRP for facilitating cross-border payments. The decision to prioritize these countries is strategic, driven by their substantial share of remittance routed to bank accounts, making them particularly conducive to the adoption of XRP. So yeah, this is great, but this is not the Global Central Bank of Japan. I mean, it's a global bank. SBI is global. Are they the central bank? No. You have the Bank of Japan and you have SBI, two separate things. But as always, these websites, they just throw up crap and they see what sticks and roll with it after they get their clicks, after they get their deal. You know how it goes. But as we wanted to bring to you this morning, we are honored to be added to the Central Bank of Ireland's list of, now this is a real central bank, okay? The Central Bank of Ireland's list of registered virtual asset service providers, allowing us to provide digital asset services within Ireland. Major deal. We knew this one was coming. We knew that they had applied for this one. There was no reason why they wouldn't be accepted as Ripple continues to set the standard with XRP and everything that they're doing within their business. But we have to consider, as Anders says right here, that Ripple will passport its services to the whole of European Union from Ireland, since EU-wide crypto regulations called MiCA are coming into force in 2024. This is great news. And this is great news for cryptocurrency and all of us worldwide, that somebody's getting their act together. It's not the United States, of course not. No, we covered last night how there's 18 senators who have now hopped on board with Elizabeth. I got a plan for that, Warren, as far as banning, everything that's good about crypto and making everybody KYC. If you go to the farmer's market to KYC and trade vegetables with your neighbor, you're going to need to KYC. That's where Elizabeth wants to take this. I digress. MiCA in the European Union is going live, and it's blanket EU coverage. And you have to consider that we already have on-demand liquidity live in France, and I believe it was Sweden too, through Lulu Exchange. So we've already gone live with ODL in some, France and some of these countries within the European Union. And then you've already seen plenty of partnerships within Europe. I did an interview with Credify, who is another company that was awarded a Ripple grant for their work. And what they're doing in the European Union is allowing folks to collateralize their stable coins with them while they turn around and lend out money to small and medium enterprises. And they're doing that by collateralizing stable coins. Eventually, they want to do crypto, but for now, they're starting with stable coins. But they can start, we can start to get real businesses. We can start to build out and really accomplish something that matters, because we have regulations and they're coming in the European Union through the MiCA legislation. So that's good news. Another central bank choosing to greenlight Ripple. This is after we get the Dubai financial center that gave the green light to Ripple. And so I believe that they've set up a headquarters I know they've set up a headquarters in Dubai. I don't know if they have offices in Ireland. I'm going to assume that they do. Ripple just spreading out worldwide. And I said this yesterday, because Wrath of Kahneman had shared another Ripple partner. It was Tranglo had another partnership, another deal that they got done. And I just said, show me a Ripple partner that isn't growing right now. Like literally, seriously. Can anybody show me a Ripple partner that isn't growing? I can't find one. I can't find one that exists. And so this is what we continue to see here, folks, is that development is taking place. You have a run-up that's taking place right now based off of a narrative, based off of a front running of the ETF. Buy the rumor, sell the news is what I think is going to come through, but that's fine. If we're going to get that pullback, this is going to be another opportunity for you to get in. And this might be one of the last few opportunities that we get before we continue this bull run all through next year. And I'm going to give you my predictions on XLM in the Stellar Deep Dive. You already know where I think XRP goes conservatively. And I'm going to be taking a look at some other cryptos as well, and some of my other top picks for this coming up bull run. So make sure you guys stay tuned in. If you want to get tapped in with our private group, that's at zachrector.com, along with all of our community resources. We have another upcoming Discord weekly call this Saturday. And now we have secured our 3 meetups for next year as well. So just a lot of stuff cooking over there for the community. If you want to join us, it's at the website, zachrector.com. I'm going to leave you guys with that, and I will see. Oh, by the way, I just booked my tickets to XRP Vegas last night. Flights are cheap. Flights are cheap right now, relatively speaking to what they used to be. Of course, it's always cheap to fly to Vegas. It's cheap to get there. It's cheap to stay there. And you know how they get that money out of you. So if you're looking to do that, XRP Vegas 2024 is set to go. It's going to be absolutely massive, and I can't wait to see you guys there. I'll see you in the next one. God bless you all.